Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and how are you? And thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. I mean, I don't think you understand how much I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I also want to remind you guys, I'm also an affiliate with Sephora. The link is down in the description below. The best way to understand it, because it is in Brazil, just go to Chrome, switch the languages, and it will be in English. The products are discounted, so whatever you pick, I do get a affiliate commission on it. Ain't gonna lie, I do. Are you getting a lower cost of the products that I do mention in all my videos? But we help each other out. You see how that works? We help a percentage. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sis. Yes, my dears, we do. Now, today I will be doing a mini demo and review of the AVEENO Positively Radiant CC Cream with Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Medium Tinted Moisturizer. I will let you know my thoughts. This is good, if it's worth it, if it has any pros. What could it be used for? What are the different ways and thoughts about this product? It will all be covered in the video today. So thank you so much for watching. But before we begin, I just want to remind you, please consider subscribing. You will have videos such as reviews, makeup, tutorials, as well as my music. My music will be coming out in a few weeks. So subscribe, even if you just want to know when my music is up. It will be on iTunes, Raspberry, Spotify, everywhere. And I will be doing live performances soon. I will give you information as information comes, because my manager's still working with things, and yes. And to answer your questions, no, I'm not signed to a label. I want to. My goal is to hopefully catch someone's attention, get a record deal, but you know, it's all in God's hands. So all I can do is just try and go out there. Just like if you're having some dreams, make that as your New Year resolutions. Research what you need to do, and you never know what the outcome could be. Also, in case you haven't already, please follow me on all of my social medias at Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and Facebook, and they all have the exact same handle at EnidBlueSinger, as well as my IMDb page, EnidLopez. And also, consider subscribing, and in case you haven't as well, push the little notification bell. And I will let you know when my videos are up and loaded. And in case you are unaware, my videos are up every Monday and Fridays, even if there's a holiday. If it falls on those days, it will be up, my dears. It will be. I want to make sure I'm here for you. Also, if you have any questions, please put it down in the comments below. I want to get to know you. And if you have any suggestions of what you want to see, let me know. Now, until no further ado, I'll hush, and we'll go over the AVEENO Positively Radiant CC Cream. See you in just a second. Well, welcome. As I stated in the intro, I'm going to be discussing a little bit of a review, thoughts, demo of the AVEENO Positively Radiant CC Cream. Now, I have tried this a couple of times. I've had my thoughts, and I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of what this is. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Well, I'm a full coverage type of gal. I do. I love foundations because I don't know if you're able to see if the camera's able to catch it, but I do have some redness. I have some marks. I know I'm starting to get some like brown spots there. I know I need to go to the dermatologist, figure out what that is. But I use a lot of foundation to try to even out my skin tone. Now, if you're wondering why I'm half done, it's because I'm actually getting ready, but I thought, hey, before foundation, let me show you what this actually does. Because there are times, I'm sure you feel the same way. Here's my disclaimer, I do not wear makeup every day. I don't, I really don't. But there are some days you just want to even out your skin a little bit, but that requires having a little bit of color, just a little bit of a tint, and that's what this one has. And this is what caught my attention, because when I was little, when I was in high school and everything, I would go to the AVEENO line. AVEENO's actually a very good drugstore line, and this is a CC cream, and it has sunscreen SPF 30. This is where my thoughts are going to go into this. I'm gonna start with negative. Sorry, that's just how this is gonna go. It has good ingredients. It's distributed by Johnson & Johnson. It helps prevent sunburn. It decreases the risk of skin cancer or late aging by the sun. Okay, cool. I like those, because I don't know about you, but we try to stay as young as we humanly can. I understand. This is what it claims. Color corrects, protects, and perfects. And it has soy complex. Okay, cool. It has the sunscreen on there, and it's a CC cream. But I don't know about you, but if I'm going to look for a CC cream that has color, I'm not expecting full coverage. I'm not. But I don't really want anything sheer. I want my skin to even out a little bit. But this doesn't really do that. Like, it gives you a little bit of something, and I'm gonna give you the difference. I'm gonna show just on my cheeks, one with the beauty blender and one with a brush, for you can see a little bit of the difference of what is actually happening. So I'm actually gonna be putting my mirror up now where I can actually see what I'm doing. Now, I'm not gonna put primer on, and I don't have any of that on my face because I'm gonna show you, it's a CC cream. It should, you know, it has moisturizer. You can just put it over whenever you finish cleansing, doing your toner, etc. There should be like an alternative. Those days you really don't want to wear makeup, but you want to even out your skin. You're going out, especially here in Texas, we have a lot of sun, just to protect your skin and just be nice and evened out. Now, you can find this in a drugstore, by the way, Walmart, Walgreens, wherever. I ended up finding this at Walmart. They only have one shade, medium. Not everybody in the world is gonna have medium tone. Like, I'm kind of light. Just imagine people that are really, really like Snow White. Yeah. And then for the deepest complexion, yeah, they need to fix that. But I'm gonna show you what it does. See? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one side of my cheek with the sponge, one side of my cheek with a brush, and I'm gonna use my chin with my hand for you can see the different coverages and the color that's actually coming out. Now, I unfortunately don't have anyone here that's lighter than me or darker than me, unfortunately, to demonstrate what this is actually gonna look like on the skin tone. I can only show you mine, so my apologies, but just keep in mind on your skin tone and see, that way you can see what's happening. So, I'm gonna put it on this side, and let's start with the beauty blender. That's just with the beauty blender. Brush. Let me show you with just my finger. Now, here are the 3 different coverages of 3 different ways to apply it. With a sponge, doesn't really even out anything because this is the claims, as I said. It color corrects, protects, and perfects. I'm gonna, now as you can tell, it gave a little bit more color. Here's my actual color in this. It does tint a little bit. It does. It makes you look a little bit more healthy, but it's just, yeah, can you tell why the other complexions are not gonna work? And then I still see my skin. I still see my redness. I still see my imperfection bumps here. Yeah, that's not really perfecting anything, is it? Now let's go to the brush side. It sheared it out. Like the sponge actually gave it some color. With the brush, not so much. It really didn't do anything. I gave everything the exact same layers because it's a CC cream. You should not be building up a CC cream, but I'm gonna build it up for your viewing comparisons regardless, but yeah. Now when I did it with my finger, it gave it even more coverage than what the sponge did and the brush did. It did, but you're still able to see my imperfections because all I really see is that I have additional color, but it didn't really, and it covered just a little bit more than what I did with the other 2 methods, but I just really see more color. Didn't really correct anything. It just seems like it masked it. Perfect? No. But just for your viewing pleasure, since the brush technique gave it less coverage, let's build it up if you are that type of coverage type person. Okay, it gave it a little bit more color. Oh, and I didn't say what I was using, my apologies. I'm using a Pro Foundation Tint 47, by the way. Now, with 2 layers, it gave it more coverage, and it does look more evened out, but why are you putting a CC cream and putting double? Especially with an SPF of 30, you're giving yourself 60, which you would think that would give you more protection, but that's besides the point. My point is, we're putting CC creams, that way it'd be nice and easier to just slap something on your face and get out the door. But if your intention is just to cover up and even out, to me, I would have done a lot faster with the regular foundation. That's just me. But I'm just letting you know it would have been faster with foundation. And I would have had more coverage and been evened out more. Now, let's do the same with a beauty blender. For you can see with the second layer what it actually does. I don't know about you, and I don't know if the camera's able to catch it, but it looks a little bit like bright, don't it? It's like shiny all of a sudden. You saw me use the sponge. I didn't do anything, you know, magical. It did give it more coverage. I feel like the brush side evened it out a little bit more, but it evened out a little bit better. I give it that, and it's a little bit darker than this side. So let me do it with the hand on my chin. All that did just make my skin look much darker than the other 3, and that's all it did. Now here are my thoughts. Well, I'm back. I went ahead and took off the CC cream. Now I have tried this a couple of times, and let's start with the negative. The negative is I'm not a big fan of the shade rate because there is none. So if you're the whiter of the whites and you're deep or even the deeper complexions, how is this benefiting the tint? Now, I have an idea. They're probably doing this just to give you not full coverage, because that's what a foundation is for, but maybe give you just a little bit of color, maybe like the sun kissed you, and I get that. But if you're much lighter than I am, and with the color that it gave me, you might as well just put foundation on. That's not gonna work. And if you're deepest of the deep, that may just make you look completely uneven, which is defeats the purpose of this product. So yeah, and even on my skin tone, just look a little bit dark, was in the sun too long, so this is not gonna work. So it says it color corrects. I personally, on my skin tone, I didn't see any color corrections. I put you guys up close and personal. Did you guys see any color correction? Because to me, it just felt like it's just covering stuff. Didn't correct anything. And then it says it perfects. I did the brush the second round. It did make it look a lot more smoother and a little bit more natural. The Beauty Blender, not so much. With my hand, not so much. It just made it look like I have tons and tons of product on. Now, for a moisturizer, I feel like it should just be left alone the way it is. No color, just... Also, another thing about this that I would say is negative is if you have very, very, very sensitive skin, because I do. I have normal skin, but it's sensitive. Like, I have allergic to a couple of ingredients like paraffins, sulfates. I'm allergic to those type of things, but I'm also allergic to SPF. Like, there has to be a certain SPF for me to wear. I have to be very picky about the type of SPF I put on my face, especially when I go like out to pools and stuff in the summer, because I break out. And I break out very, very easily, unfortunately. I understand. If you're like that, I understand. This one will break you out. So if you're very acne prone like I am, do not buy this. It's just, no, it will break you out. AVEENO should just have clear, translucent CC cream with the protection of SPF. Then that's cool. Because then I feel like that would be a lot better, even if you don't want to wear makeup, that at least protects your skin with the sun. But with the tinted, I think they were trying to do something different, but it big fail. And it just looked like you have to do a lot more work to even try to even stuff up, but then at the end it looks like you're just pounding on product. The positive. I know this video is like really, really negative. My apologies. But the positive thing about this is that if you're the type of person that's not really into makeup or foundations because you feel like it's too heavy, but you want to start out yourself in the sun, you're just going grocery shopping, and you just want something very light and sheer. If you guys saw when I did it the Beauty Blender the first round, it just gave it like a sheer little covering, and that's all you want to do? Cool. This will work. Another benefit to this that I found is that even if you did the first round with the Beauty Blender as you saw, or even with the brush, just the first round, then you can add foundation on top, which means this is not going to be the no makeup look or the high maintenance kind of way, because this is the only way I can think of to wear it, is to be high maintenance, I'm sorry, is to put it all over the face. Then use your lightweight foundations, put it on top, because then you at least know you have that protection, because in foundations that do have SPF, it's not enough to protect, because that number is not going to protect your skin. It's just going to make it look, you have tons and tons of product to even fit the SPF 10 or 15 or whatever they put on there. So it's irrelevant. So this is more like a shield with the sun, and then on top, yeah, that's the only way I can describe this. So unfortunately, I hate to say this, even though AVEENO is a fantastic brand, they have fantastic products. I even use some of their makeup wipes. They're very good, by the way. This is a dud. I'm sorry, this is a dead product for me. You have to work double hard. A lot of the claims that they have doesn't fit the claims that they have. I personally don't think this is worth it. It causes too many issues. It has more negatives than pros. Well, that is basically my thoughts and the mini demo of the AVEENO Positively Radiant CC Cream. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me know your thoughts as well. If you've tried this product, does it work for you? Do you think the same as I do? What do you use this for? What way? Let me know, comment below. And also, if you are interested in this makeup look that I created, go ahead, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to create a makeup tutorial just just for you. Just FYI, I did use the mini Natasha Denona palette and a little bit of blue from the Fenty Highlighter Frost palette. Yes, I did use both of them. So if you're interested, let me know, comment below. I'd be more than happy to demonstrate it. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're having a wonderful 2019. Once again, remember, be safe, be kind, be careful. I miss you, I love you, and most importantly, have a wonderful day, night, or weekend, wherever you are. I wish you only the best. And until next time, I'll see you soon.